who's one of the top javelin throwers in the world. He's somebody who's not just consistently breached the 90-meter mark. He's currently somebody who's very close to the world record in javelin. I have with me Johannes Vetter, who's the top German javelin thrower in the world. Johannes, first of all, welcome to News 9.
Thanks a lot. Good morning from Germany.
Good afternoon from India. I also wanted to understand there is a lot of obviously fixation in javelin with these numbers, 90 meters or 100 meters. For you, obviously, everybody is looking at you throwing, maybe crossing first Jan Jelezny's record and then maybe branching out to 100 meters. With Neeraj, everybody is wondering when he'll cross 90 meters. For javelin throwers, is that a big deal? Is that 90 meter, 95 meter, 100 meter, those milestones, do that mean a lot for javelin throwers, or is it just a number?
Maybe it means a lot until you break it.
Right.
So I think for a lot of javelin throwers, it's like a mental barrier. So I was, for me, it was much more easier because I wasn't thinking that much about it. I'm like a person who wants to beat myself. So when I'm going into the competition, I don't take a look on Neeraj or on Thomas or on all the other big guys. I just take a look on myself, and I say every time to myself, I want to beat me. I want to be better than myself. And so then it was like growing up more and more.
Right. But talking specifically about Neeraj, what do you think he has to do to, make that leap into the 90-meter mark? Because he already has an Olympic medal, he has an Asian Games, Commonwealth, all of these competitions that he's competed in, he's medal. But that 90-meter thing is still something that's, out of his reach so far. What do you think he needs to do to, get to that level?
I wouldn't say that it's out of reach because he's really close to throw 90 meters. And I think it's just a matter of time also for him. I mean, he's really talented and he has a good technique. I mean, you can't compare the javelin throwers or each of the javelin throwers because it is so individual. And I mean, my genetic helps me to be like strong and really flexible. And to have a really good left block, a really good hard left leg. And I think Neeraj can work on his left leg to get a better block, to get more power and more pressure in his upper body. But I think he has a good coach, and I think they will work on it really hard to fix that. And so that's why I'm thinking it's just a matter of time. He's really young, and yeah, I think he will be a great competitor in the future as well.
Right. I wanted to understand about this equation between you and him. We saw that just before the Tokyo Olympics, you and he took a car ride together from one competition to the other. You guys posted pictures on social media about it. Then at Tokyo, obviously, you were there at the same event. What are the sort of conversations that you had with him? What are the things that he's maybe inquisitive about German throwing? He obviously has a German coach, but besides that, what has he been talking to you about? What has he been asking you?
I mean, first of all, the good thing is that all the international javelin throwers has like a good relationship to each other, and I mean, especially me and Neeraj. Like we are like sliding on the same wave, maybe because of our thinkings. We are both really young. I'm not that old also to understand him maybe. And the good thing is, and that's what I really like to talk, especially with him, is that we don't have to talk a lot about javelin.
Okay.
I mean, that's and that's make the relationship like a kind of more human, you know.
Right.
So like we were talking about food, about family, about education, of course, about the culture in Germany and in India, but also like about normal young men, stuff like girls, cars, stuff like that, and that makes it really easy, really simple, and that's why I was also happy that he was winning the Olympics. Of course, I mean, I was struggling with the surface and with the run up, and he hadn't that much problems, and so he takes the win, and he deserved it, of course. So I would say that that I like to compete against him because we are both really fair to each other, and that's what it all makes the situation easy and also nice in a good way.
I think one of the things that stood out about when Neeraj won the gold, in one of the interviews to an Indian channel, he mentioned that, after he saw your result at Tokyo, he actually wanted to come and hug you, but then I think he didn't have the time because of the competition. So that's one of the rare things that you get in javelin, which you don't really have in other sports, where there is a lot of competitive fire, which kind of does not allow athletes to get it to know each other, as you mentioned, in a human way. So I also wanted to ask you, now that Neeraj has won the gold, how do you see do you think that the sport of javelin kind of benefits from that? Because if I'm not mistaken, I saw, could you just elaborate on whether it, first of all, whether you see it making javelin more popular?
Definitely, of course, definitely. I mean, Neeraj was the first Olympic winner in track and field for India. And I mean, India is the second biggest country of the population in the world. And of course, it was the best advertisement for our sports that he wins the competition for India. So of course, we have a lot of benefits. And I mean, otherwise, maybe I wouldn't talk with you right now.
Right, of course.
And that is good. I mean, I know, because also in India, I mean, you guys have to struggle maybe also. I mean, in the society, you have like also like some really poor people, and like people who has like a hard situation. I would call it a hard situation, and I mean, like the success from Neeraj maybe helps them to look forward, to work harder, to push each other, and so that's a good thing for the Indian society, but also for javelin all over the world. It's a big benefit, of course.
Right. I think I saw a post from Julian Weber on Instagram where he put a video of like 50 odd followers that he had just gained in one day. All of them had Neeraj in the handle. Like the social media also has gone into overdrive with Neeraj fans like following you. Have you kind of seen that side, the crazy side of fans? Like your social media accounts have suddenly blown after that?
Yeah, of course. Like when you take a look on the guys who are following me, there are also a lot of guys from India as well. I mean, it was also like a bit hard after the Olympics, because you have also like the hardcore fans, which makes like some stupid comments on social media. And it makes not sense for me, because Neeraj is totally the different than the guys who are talking like shit on social media. But that's part of the game, and I can't handle with that. I mean, I know that also in India there are a lot of like nice people following me, want to see that I break the world record, who wishes me all the best, and that makes me also really proud of that I can also I'm a person who can push track and field, or especially throwing a javelin in India as well.
So that was Johannes Vetter. He is. Thank you so much for taking the time out, Johannes, for talking to us. Thank you so much.
How did you say thank you in Hindu?
We say shukriya.
Shukriya.
Okay.
So shukriya to India. Thanks a lot for the time and for the interview.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.